All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Steve Malzberg Show. The debate is just a couple of hours away, and I'll be back after the debate at 11 p.m. with J.D. Hayworth, so make sure you're there for that. A lot of great things ahead. Tom DeLay joins us momentarily, but first, a lot to get to. I had Donald Trump on my show a few times during the course of this campaign. On August 14th of last year, right after the Republican primary debate, with all those 16 people on stage, where Chris Wallace was a moderator. It was after the weekend, and he had refused to go on Chris Wallace's Fox News Sunday show, but went on Chuck Todd's Meet the Press. So I asked him about that.
Well, I had some major issues with Chuck Todd, and frankly, he's been very fair to me over the last 4 or 5 weeks, and I respect him. And they asked me to do it, and I'm doing it. I didn't think that the tone that Chris asked the question was appropriate. I like Chris, but, Chris said that he didn't think I was going to run and all of these things, and I'm not saying that he was wrong in saying that, but I did feel I was going to run, so I was a little bit insulted. And this is, months ago, and
right.
A little bit insulted. And I was a very good friend of Mike Wallace, Chris's father.
Right.
In fact, Mike did me on 60 Minutes.
You'll go back on with Chris one day?
I would go back on with Chris at the appropriate time, but I thought the level of hatred in Chris's question a little bit. And interesting, I used the same line with him. I said the blood pouring out of his eyes. I used the same. Nobody objected to that, which is sort of interesting.
Of course, you're referring to Megyn Kelly when you said it about her, and people did react. Of course, tonight, Chris Wallace of Fox News will be the debate moderator. So that's why I bring this up. He thought that Chris had hatred last time around. We'll see what happens. Ivanka Trump, Donald's daughter, who really hasn't been doing anything since all these accusations came out. I think it was a mistake that she addressed them today because it brings it up again, but she did, and here's some of what she said.
I have the good fortune of knowing my father so well, not only as a parent, and he's been an amazing parent to me, and I'm now a mother of 3 children. I don't take for granted in any way how hard it is to be a good parent, and he was a loving and supportive and tough at times, parent who challenged me and my siblings to achieve our potential and helped us find purpose in our lives, which is what any parent can do.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, what should be brought up at the debate tonight? One issue that really needs to be brought up, if it's not going to be Chris Wallace, then it had better be Donald Trump. Two Democratic operatives had to quit their jobs after being caught on tape by Project Veritas admitting that they sent people out to foment violence at Trump rallies, to get in the face of those online, to call them Nazis, to want to get hit, to want to start trouble. And once it was revealed, they, within 24 hours, are gone from their positions. Let's watch this.
It doesn't matter what the frickin' legal and ethics people say. We need to win this.
Hillary is aware of all the work that you guys do, I hope.
The campaign is fully in it.
And then they tell Hillary what's going on.
Well, Hillary knows through the chain of command.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting we wait around. We need to start this right away.
Okay.
On every one of these fronts.
Okay.
What I call it is conflict engagement.
Mm-hmm. That's your version of reenfranchisement.
Conflict engagement in the lines at Trump rallies. No. We're starting anarchy here.
So there you go. And one of them said Hillary knows. She's the commander-in-chief, basically. She's the commander, so she knows everything. And so there you had Scott Fovel, National Field Director of Americans for United for Change, and Democracy Partners head Robert Kramer, both now gone because of that. Let's watch one more.
It is not hard to get some of these to pop off.
Right.
It's a matter of showing up to want to get into the rally in a Planned Parenthood t-shirt, or Trump is a Nazi. You can message to draw them out and draw them to punch you.
You could draw them out and draw them to punch you. Inciting riots, sending people to incite violence, I shouldn't say riots, violence at Trump rallies. They're gone, and the media, to its credit, has given it some coverage. Trump better bring this up tonight. He certainly better. Now, one of the more despicable people Look, I've been to so many Bruce Springsteen concerts, but I stopped going many years ago when there was an incident in New York. Amadou Diallo, he was shot by police. All the cops were acquitted, but Springsteen wrote a song called 48 Shots or something, which said basically that the cops were to blame. The New York City Police PBA tried to get in touch with Springsteen before he performed that song at Madison Square Garden. I was told he wouldn't take their call. None of his people would take their call. At that point, I sold my tickets on the air, auctioned them off, gave the money to the Widows and Orphans Fund of the PBA, and I've never gone to a Springsteen concert since. And boy, am I glad I haven't. Listen to this bum.
The trouble at the moment is you have Donald Trump, who is talking about rigged elections. And he has a feeling he's going to lose now, which of course he is going to lose.
You're confident?
Oh yeah, he's going to lose. And he knows that. He knows he's going to lose. And he's such a flagrant, toxic narcissist that he wants to take down the entire democratic system with him if he goes.
Really? And Hillary wants to prop up the democratic system. These are liberal nut jobs. Robert De Niro, remember what Robert De Niro said about Trump? He'd like to punch him. Now we find out that Sonia Sotomayor said there were times she wanted to take a baseball bat to the late Antonin Scalia. They're just such nice people, these liberals. And later on in the show, I'll show you Alec Baldwin, the real Alec Baldwin, the left's icon, who's now portraying the evil, bad, misogynistic, horrific, sexual assaulter, Donald Trump. Wait till you see what's in his past.